What if you knew that the end was near? Would you live differently? José Dwayne Ricardo Onfroy, known by his stage name XXX Tentacion, didn't get that chance. This enigmatic figure was born on January 23, 1998 in Plantation, Florida. His upbringing was anything but ordinary, marked by a tumultuous home life and frequent run-ins with the law. Despite these challenges, José found an outlet in music, channeling his raw emotions and experiences into his art. In 2015, he burst onto the music scene with his breakout song, "Look at Me." His raw and unfiltered approach to music struck a chord with listeners, catapulting him into the limelight. His music, often dark and introspective, resonated with many, especially those who felt misunderstood and marginalized. But as his star rose, so did the controversies surrounding him. His personal life became a topic of public discourse, marked by legal issues and allegations of violence. His music resonated with many, but his personal life was a story of its own, riddled with controversy and legal issues. XXXTentacion was no stranger to controversy. His music career was often overshadowed by his personal life struggles and legal issues. A talented musician, XXXTentacion's legacy is undeniably complex. His life was a stormy mix of brilliant artistry and deeply troubling behavior. His personal battles, particularly with mental health issues, were as much a part of his narrative as his music. He openly discussed his struggles, offering a raw and vulnerable perspective that resonated with many even as it alarmed others. One of the darkest aspects of his life was the allegations of domestic violence. His tumultuous relationships were marred by accusations of abuse, casting a long, distressing shadow over his career. These allegations led to multiple arrests and time spent in jail, adding to the controversy that swirled around him. The documentary, Look at Me, XXXTentacion, produced by his mother and manager, attempts to explore these complexities. It presents a nuanced view of his life, juxtaposing his career successes with his violent behavior and abusive actions. However, it too has faced criticism for potentially downplaying his violent behavior, indicating how challenging it is to fully comprehend his life and legacy. His struggles with mental health were another crucial aspect of his life. He was candid about his battles with depression and anxiety, offering a stark, unfiltered look into his inner world. This honesty, while unsettling, also drew people to him, creating a connection with fans who were dealing with their own mental health struggles. Despite his troubles, he continued to make music, earning him a dedicated fanbase. On June 18, 2018, the music world was shocked by the news of XXXTentacion's death. In broad daylight, the rising star was shot in an apparent robbery in Florida, his home state. The loss was sudden, unexpected, and it sent ripples through the music industry and his fanbase alike. As news of XXXTentacion's death spread, reactions poured in from all corners of the globe. Fans mourned the loss of a unique talent, an artist who had tapped into the raw emotions of youth like few others. Fellow musicians too expressed their shock and condolences. Some acknowledged the controversial aspects of his life, but many chose to focus on his music, his creativity, and the undeniable impact he had made in his short career. But XXXTentacion's death did more than just leave a void in the music scene. It sparked a broader conversation about the violence that seems to follow young musicians, particularly in the hip-hop community. His untimely end echoed the fate of other artists, their lives cut short in their prime, their potential unfulfilled. The narrative was all too familiar, and it prompted questions about the dangers these young talents face, and the urgent need for change. Yet in the midst of the shock and grief, there was also a sense of irony. XXXTentacion, who had often explored themes of mortality and vulnerability in his music, had met an unforeseen end. His lyrics, once a source of solace for many, now served as a haunting reminder of life's fragility. XXXTentacion's life was a whirlwind of success, controversy, and ultimately, tragedy. His death marked an abrupt end to a journey that was as complex as it was compelling. And as the music world mourned, it was clear his legacy would continue to resonate in the echoes of his music and the conversations his life and death had ignited. XXXTentacion left behind a complex legacy that continues to spark debates. Known for his raw and emotional music, his influence is undeniable. Despite his untimely death, he continues to inspire new artists, encouraging them to express their deepest emotions and darkest struggles through their music. His hits like Look at Me and Sad resonate with millions, providing a voice to those grappling with internal battles. Beyond his music, XXXTentacion's life and death have ignited critical conversations about mental health and violence within the music industry. His struggles with mental health were often laid bare in his lyrics, prompting discussions about the importance of mental health support in the industry. His violent actions and untimely death, too, have forced a hard look at the culture of violence that seems to pervade the music scene. His life was a testament to the fact that everyone has a story, and sometimes those stories end before they've truly begun.